Welcome to Modern Life Keeping, where we discuss ways to thrive in today's world. I'm your host, Lori Christine. I'm all about accountability, but call-out culture has taken it a little too far. Like many things in our culture, it is out of balance. Call-out culture is simply the act of expressing yourself. When done with positive intentions and loving energy, this is an excellent tool that illustrates evolution. When done with malice, intention, and toxic energy, this is a tool of destruction, and we have evolved to a culture that doesn't care what others think of us, yet simultaneously believe our opinion of others matters. I'm not sure who made any one of us the judge of anyone else. I personally choose to embrace the belief that what others think of me is none of my business. Shortly after Keara died, I was packing and selling some of her belongings on Facebook. It was a tough time, to say the least. Well, someone left me a bad review, saying I wasn't friendly when making a sale. They gave no details, no specifics. I don't even know who the person is or what the item was that I sold. I can't even respond to it, as I have no idea who it is, and there was no prompts for me to even respond. This lowered my seller's rating on Facebook Marketplace, which could impact my ability to sell things in the future. That one review had a lot of power when I only had 3 other reviews to go against it. Did this person consider my circumstances? Was greeting the person and making the sale the only time I got out of bed that day? Has this person ever been tasked with a purging of her deceased daughter's belongings? I have so many questions that cannot be answered. The power to impact someone's credibility is intoxicating. I get it. When I had the tea shop, I received a really strange review. My friend and employee at the time couldn't wait to point it out to me. I tried every way I could to reach out to the reviewer to make it right. I could not figure out who they were or find any record of their name locally anywhere but on Facebook. Finally, after telling my best friend about it, she proclaimed Sherry made a fake account and wrote that review. Sherry had been my friend that I had given a job to when she needed one. At the time, I barely used Facebook, so I wasn't aware that this was even a possibility. I couldn't believe it. What was so obvious to my best friend is still difficult for me to understand today. I truly believe that if I was a good friend, I would have good friends. I still can't wrap my brain around doing this to someone, let alone doing it to a friend. Sherry sabotaged me the entire time she worked for me. Her employment ended with her reporting me to every state agency she could and then filing for unemployment. None of her claims were founded, but it sure did stress and distract me for months. Sherry lost her unemployment case because I was able to prove her lies. Her life was filled with lies, infidelity, cheating the system, and cheating me. Yet she was able to write a review about me basically anonymously. I know she lied and cheated. I knew she didn't pay her taxes. I ignored all of the signs that she was untrustworthy. Foolishly, I thought we were friends, and I loved and trusted her unconditionally. I call myself out for that. That was naive and ignorant, and I learned my lesson. There were big lessons for me that weren't fully realized until after Keara died. I was forced to review all the times I wasted on nonsense, all the times I allowed myself to give to people who never had my interests on their own radar, all the times that I put the needs of others before those of my own. Tough lessons all around. Sometimes the biggest assholes are our greatest teachers. Why are we giving people so much power? All it takes is one person to write a review that can ruin your business. What is the point of these reviews anyway? Shouldn't we be forming our own unbiased opinions based on our personal experience? Why do we care so much about what other people think? Why do we feel we have the right to impact the lessons of others? If I am scammed by someone, that is a lesson I need to learn. Not learning this lesson likely means I'll be scammed again and again. Is that what we want to perpetuate? Stop reading reviews of pure strangers with intentions and lives you will never know. Stop listening to others when you have all the answers you need inside of yourself. Stop posting your opinions all over the internet for everyone to see. You may not realize this, but your reviews say much more about you than they do about what and who you are reviewing. We have a system for weeding out bad business. We have consumer reporting agencies, Better Business Bureau, and attorney generals. And the most powerful of all, we have ourselves. We can choose not to do business with other people or places that do not feel good to us. To make the assumption that our experience would be anyone else's is the epitome of that popular buzzword, narcissism. I am not sure which I am more upset about, the fact that anyone can say anything they feel like saying about a business, person, or product, or that we give so much credibility to these unproven statements. Are we incapable of forming our own opinions? Do we have nothing better to do than flaunt our belief of our purported expert opinions on the internet for all to see? Do we need attention that bad? Do we think our opinions are that important? Do we really think it is our responsibility to save everyone from a business, person, or product? We judge everything we do by these reviews. Did you know that there is some kind of a brushing scam going on right now? Anonymous small packages are being delivered to addresses all over. These addresses are then being used to post reviews about the product to boost sales. Wow, a clear indication that reviews are not accurate. In today's world, we can return nearly every purchase we make. We have all sorts of protection using our credit cards, and we can always say no. If you are not satisfied, return the purchase. Bought something on Facebook and the person wasn't friendly? Choose not to purchase the item or give them any repeat business. Send the seller love or simply honor the exchange for what it is. Who peed in your Cheerios that you need to run home and behind the cover of anonymity express your one-sided opinion? Are we a culture of such cowards and narcissists that we have forgotten dignity? Are we lacking grace? The next time you feel compelled to call someone or thing out, please take a breath. Reflect on your motivation. Did that Facebook reviewer think they were protecting others from my unfriendliness? They made the purchase, so I couldn't have been that unfriendly. Consider why you feel the need to speak up. I am a firm advocate for speaking up and speaking out, but not when it is just to hear ourselves speak, or when it risks hurting others needlessly, or when it's purely our opinion. Consider embracing dignity and grace. Recognize that the review likely reveals more about you than the subject of the review. Know that we are all different. We all perceive situations in a different way. Believe that you are not responsible for saving anyone, and it is not your job to protect everyone. Allow others to learn their lessons the same way you learned yours. Check your assumptions. Are you expecting everyone to be friendly? Are you aware that people are struggling with a myriad of things on a daily basis? Have you considered that they are being friendly in their own way? Ask yourself, is leaving this review helping or hurting the situation? What can I do to help it? Could I send a message to the Facebook seller and tell them how I feel? Or should I blast it to the world without ever giving them the chance to be accountable? We can mitigate the toxicity of call-out culture by not relying so heavily on reviews. We can learn to trust our own intuition and take a chance or take a pass. These are our choices. As I continue to build out my business, I am told endlessly to put testimonials on my website. I have several. Some I asked for and some I received because people wanted to write them. They are excellent statements. I cannot bring myself to post any of them. Why? Because I don't know why it matters. Every context is different. Your outcome may not be the same as theirs. Your circumstances might be simpler or more complex, but they will be different. The person writing the testimonial might have overcome hardships you can't even imagine. Or perhaps their life doesn't measure to yours at all. Testimonials are meaningless, and they may or may not be written by friends or those that I paid or asked to write them. You never really know. We are giving our power away to testimonials. We forget that we are the best judge of what is best for us. When people refer others to me because they love their experience, it doesn't always work out. I do best with people that choose to work with me because they are drawn to me. Their intuition is saying yes. These are the people that I resonate with the most. While it feels great to have referrals and to receive great reviews, they are not the path to my success. Someone else's success story is not anyone else's story. It is theirs. Own your own story. Own your own journey. That is accountability. Call-out culture has the potential to facilitate greatness or hatred. When used with loving intention for the purpose of growth, it is invaluable feedback. How many people are in a position of balance, able to give unbiased, objective, and expert information for the benefit of growth? Exactly. Consider that the next time you leave or read a review. Inevitably, as we strive for equality for all, we must balance our culture with feminine energy of love and care. The call from Mother Nature is becoming easier to hear. Make it a practice to say what you love about the experience. Saying what you love instead of what you didn't is much more useful to healing our world than calling people out. Remember that if you don't have loving and pure intentions and the courage to say it to someone's face, then shut your widow whips. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Modern Lifekeeping with Lori Christine, brought to you by Keara Kisses. What if we replaced call-out culture with speak-up culture? We have no idea if someone's child has died, their partner has cheated, they don't feel well, or anything else about their circumstances. What if we approach life with grace instead of unkindness? Please feel free to comment or email me with comments that you have. For my contact information and more about my individual and parenting soul strategy sessions, support groups, retreats, and services, visit Keara, Keara, kisses.com. Until we meet again, keep wondering.